My question is, Kiran Bedi, who created the hype? There was so much hype. And people of this country were told, I'm not asking you whether, the technical arguments being used by the finance ministry that we can't reveal these names for this reasons. Countries will be offended, double taxation applies, doesn't apply, proceeds of crime versus income tax violations, etc., etc. That's not the issue. What people want to know, Kiran Bedi, is everybody went around saying, we will bring 2,500,000 crore rupees back and 10-15 lakhs will be put in the account of every Indian. We will become a multi-trillion-dollar economy. We will rise. India will rise again and regain its power. Was this not the lecture before the elections, Ms. Kiran Bedi? Why did these people create the hype?
That's a fact. That's right. When you create a hype, you have to back it up with a hyped infrastructure. And I think that's where the infrastructure, all these people who are in the list could have already been investigated by now, already. So I think when you create a hype, you have to create a hyped infrastructure.
No.
Many more investigating.
No. One sec. The people who created the hype include a former Deputy Prime Minister of India called Lal Krishna Advani. You think he does not have experience of government?
When you create a hype, you have to deliver.
A former Deputy Prime Minister of India does not know the process of government?
Agreed. And we are delivering.
No, 1 second. Yashwant Sinha has been Finance Minister of India. He says we'll release all the 800 names. He does not have experience of government? He's a novice? Greenhorn? Nitin Gadkari has been a very senior minister in the Maharashtra government. He said, if you don't release all the names, there'll be doubts on the integrity of people. No, who created the hype?
Exactly what I'm saying.
Who created the hype, Meenakshi?
All of these people misled the nation.
Who created the hype? Did the BJP not create the hype?
When you are investigating a matter,
let's not rush to conclusions.
Wrongdoers is misleading. I think you are misleading.
Don't come to judgments already.
The matter and we are prosecuting, then you
I am asking you,
because by release of the list, you are actually harming the cause of justice and you are hampering the investigation. Let the investigation happen and the names will be revealed.
No, but this is the Congress argument.
Documents are going to be...
One second. So even if you... Aryaman Sundaram. No, 1 second, Meenakshi. Even if that argument is to be considered. No, 1 second. If the investigation happened, you repeat that. Let the investigation happen, let the names be released. I am asking you, you didn't know this 5 months back? Or you thought the investigation will be completed in 100 days?
And who spoke in the jest while doing the matter, but the fact is we are prosecuting, we are investigating and we are on the right track.
But did you create the hype?
Others who are
Aryaman Sundaram. No, I am on the issue of hype. Aryaman Sundaram.
For the cause of justice.
Aryaman Sundaram.
Yeah. I want to ask Ms. Lekhi a very simple question. If she hears herself today and she had heard the UPA spokesman speaking 6 months ago, she'd find the language is almost the same. Madam, you may be absolutely right in saying an investigation is required. Of course we know an investigation is required. But you also knew an investigation was required. You accused the UPA government of going too slow on the investigation. And today when you are asked why things are going so slow, you turn around and say there's a procedure. You're giving the very same answers. What I want to know is that in 5 months' time, if all you need is a prima facie case, and you have so many names with it, can you only come up with 3 such insignificant names? Even if you said time is our constraint, we can only investigate a few names at a time. Should you not start with names which are far more far-reaching, far more important, names where there are far more amounts of money involved? What is this whole thing being done about? You are today doing exactly what the UPA was doing 6 months ago. And people are disappointed because you came to power promising that you'll get all this done in 100 days or 150 days. And that is the problem. And that is what everyone is asking. What has happened to your investigation?
Show me a clip who spoke about 100 days. Show me a clip who said about 100 days. 100 days promise of reducing poverty was made by Mr. Manmohan Singh. So don't try and compare me with
One
that
second,
government.
1 minute.
Number one. Number
1 second,
two,
no, Meenakshi Lekhi. Meenakshi Lekhi.
She said, what happened?
No, Miss Lekhi asks a specific question. Miss Lekhi, you ask a specific question. You ask a specific question. Miss Lekhi, you ask a specific question. Can I please provide you a fact?
When government is grappling with the bureaucrats who are the roots of all this corruption,
Bureaucrats.
Sitting in the
No, 1 second. Miss Lekhi.
Then why did you say this when the UPA was giving the same excuses?
Why did we say what?
When the
we are
UPA
working
gave the same
with all our
excuses,
constraints.
turned
We are
around and
bringing the
said these
names
are
out,
nonsensical
and it is
excuses.
not 3
And I
names,
agreed
it
with
is
you
18
then.
names. I'm repeating myself. And this is from Liechtenstein list. The other HSBC list only has names with no account detail, etc., etc. So based on those names, we have to track the money and we have to track the accounts. You think it's a joke?
No, it's not a joke, but will you listen to me?
It's certainly not a joke.
No, Miss Lekhi.
It's certainly not a joke.
Miss Meenakshi Lekhi. Salman, 1 minute, I'll come to you. I know that you want to, you want to go from being utterly on the defensive to utterly on the aggressive. It will take you a few times, and every time you want to do that, I'll ask you a counter question, but just hold your horses for a bit.
One small question on behalf of the common man.
Mr. Sos, you are actually on the aggressive today. HSBC list was. 1 second. I wanted to counter Meenakshi before I come to you. I'm coming to you already. Meenakshi Lekhi says, Miss Lekhi, listen to me. Miss Lekhi, the problem is you're not listening.
Without any
Miss Lekhi, listen to me. Meenakshi Lekhi, listen to me.
You have to track the account.
Okay, will you listen to me? Could you just hear me out for 30 seconds? Can I get 30 seconds with your permission, Meenakshi Lekhi, please? Thank you very much. I am obliged.
Yes,
My
you
question.
have the permission, Mr. Goswami.
Thank you, Miss Lekhi. The question is very simple. You say tonight, when did anyone say 100 days? Show me a clip, you say, where anyone said 100 days or 150 days, okay. Since you seek the detail, Rajnath Singh was Bharatiya Janata Party president, not an inconsequential person. He came campaigning in Mumbai at the Nalasopara police grounds. Hear me please, at the Nalasopara police grounds, he said, when we come to power at the center, we will bring back black money stashed in foreign banks within a period of 100 days. Then, on another occasion, he said, when the BJP forms the government at the center, we will bring back all the money, not just bring back all the money within 150 days, he said, but we will also spend the money on welfare schemes.
So intentions are right. Efficiency is questionable.
No, but why did you say it?
Understand the
You created the hype.
Situation.
Hype.
The system is inefficient.
HYPE,
there is
hype.
lethargy in bureaucracy, and the number of people who should be investigating are far too few. Also, the people who have stashed the money away are not just corrupt, but are basically people with.
Miss Lekhi, I am saying
financial system.
The processes of governance are one issue. There is one set of questions. Okay, Arun Jaitley's argument, suppose Arun Jaitley.
One issue, and that's why we are working. We are working at it.
Salman Sos, Ashutosh, please come into the debate, please. Counters from both these sides.
But at the same time, if 2007, 2008, 2005, and before that, the records have been destroyed or the records have been masked, it is
and now let me ask you one question, Ms. Lekhi, on behalf of the people of India.
But we will
the 15 to 20 lakh rupees that you have promised us, these three people, how much of that 15 to 20 lakhs do these people represent? These three people that you talk about today. Tell us.
I don't know, because I have not seen the documents, and whatever be the money, end of the day, every rupee that belongs to Indian people should come back to Indian people.
Your government seems to know that some political parties are involved in corruption and black money. You should check with your finance minister.
Mister, are you trying to tell me that you from the Congress are so smart and such clever thieves that you've taken away the money and the government today is not even able to track it? What are you trying to talk?
I'm telling you that your party is the Black Jan Dhan party.
Well, Mr. Soz, a minute. Mr. Soz, a minute. Don't get carried away. Mr. Soz, curb your enthusiasm. Mr. Soz, I have a few questions for you. Mr. Soz, 1 minute. Meenakshi Lekhi, just a minute. I have a few questions for you.
Also be back.
Okay, 1 second. How many days has the...
No matter how clever the thief is,
Yes.
a thief is a thief. And the police will always catch up. It may take a little time.
So, Miss Lekhi, who is this Congress leader on the list which you are holding back?
No, we are not holding it back. We are investigating
Yes.
and you will get the name.
Who's the
Tell
person?
people of
Name them.
India. Tell the people of
And
India.
you never know. You may get a few more names of some other eminent leaders.
No, but who are the Congress leaders and who are the other leaders?
Just a
Come on,
few
tell
more
us.
names.
Who
Why
are the
not-
politicians?
Why not the full list?
I'm not
Why
even
can't you share the
allowed
full
to.
list?
I'm not even allowed to reveal, if at all I have some knowledge. But more than that, I am not even privy to that list. I have not seen it.
So are you just kite flying then?
No kite flying.
Nobody believes
No
these
kite
kind
flying at all.
of,
Don't
don't
believe in
out
that.
of these names. okay?
Ashutosh!
Nobody- Your whole process is under-
Ashutosh,
It's a tainted
Bro, I find a sense of trepidation and nervousness on both sides of the BJP and the Congress tonight.
Absolutely not. Why should I be nervous?
I am
Why
also
should I be
wondering why.
nervous? I
Yes.
have
No,
nothing to hide.
trepidation. Please list
I have
and release all the
nothing to
names.
hide.
Ashutosh,
I have
We want the
nothing
money.
to hide. Let me tell you.
Ashutosh,
Arnab, I don't have as much money as you do.
lots
but I
of
want
reactions
to see
coming in from our viewers. I'm going to put on air some of the tweets we are receiving on a subject which is already getting a lot of public attention. You can tweet more using the hashtag BlackMoneyHolder. Yes, Ashutosh.
Yeah, Arnab, I think it's nice to see BJP and the Meenakshi Lekhi on the defensive, but the dangerous point is that Meenakshi Lekhi has just uttered that Arnab Goswami and all the press which is talking about this black money thing and how the government has not revealed more names, that it is hampering the investigation.
Yes.
If she believes in that, that means all the TV debates and all the press report which has come out that about this black money, about the 2G, about the coal, about all this. That means the press has no right to talk about
that
it,
is
to
a Kapil
discuss,
Sibal argument,
and to
I
report. It's the same argument
was a
which the
Kapil
Congress
Sibal
was giving
argument.
6 months back. What the Meenakshi Lekhi is trying to tell us that as a press, the press has no right to talk about it, to discuss this, because if it
press
discuss,
may have its
if they
right,
discuss,
but I
then
as a
they're hampering
government
the
can't do it.
investigation.
Do you
I think
understand
Meenakshi,
that?
you should know what
Do you
you're talking
understand
about.
the difference?
I
I, as a
understand the
government,
difference.
can't do it. Press can have its own investigation and bring papers
Meenakshi,
and do whatever.
a few
At the
minutes
same
back,
time, when a particular thing is under investigation,
a few minutes back you have
admit
said
we are
that
investigating.
it's
Now that
hampering the
goes and
investigation.
proves my credit.
It's hampering the investigation. That's what you have
Of
said.
course it is hampering. You want
Yes.
people to run
so
away.
that means
who are
if
actually
Arnab
supposed to be caught by
Arnab
law.
Goswami is
You want them
discussing
to
in his
abscond.
studio, that it is hampering the investigation. So the Arnab Goswami has no right to discuss this. That's what you're trying to insinuate.
Miss Lekhi, I have another question for you. My question is...
I'm sorry, I'm not able to see who's this gentleman I have to address.
His name is Ashutosh. I thought you know each other. Anyway, since you declare anonymity on the program, this is Ashutosh, and Ashutosh, that's Meenakshi Lekhi.
No,
Please continue.
I can't make out from the voices who's speaking. I'm unable to make out who's speaking at what time.
Well,
and
he's
let
been a
me
TV
just
anchor.
say
I'm sure you've
to
debated with him
Ashutosh
many times.
But
it appears to be a frosty relationship between both of you now.
Mr. Ashutosh.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. Mr. Ashutosh, if I know right, there is black money involved even in the media. And Mr. Ashutosh should have done some investigation there.
No, I'm not talking about that,
But I
Meenakshi.
believe he has left the media now. He's a
I'm
politician.
simply asking you. The few minutes back, you have said
Mr. Ashutosh,
that this
I'm
kind
also simply answering that
this
if you
kind
are
of
well
discussion
versed in
will
law
hamper the
and you have
investigation.
done
I just
any
want to
work
know
in law,
this
you
is the
would
government's
know
stated
that
policy or
the
not.
police will not reveal where the links are going, because the moment they reveal the links, the moment they reveal the other details, those details are likely to fly away.
Miss Lekhi, answer
and if
one
those
question.
details fly away,
Miss
it
Lekhi,
hampers
answer
the
one
cause of
question.
justice.
Answer one question, please. You use this in the election campaign. You see, many people. Okay, just ask. Answer.
Sir, I agree.
One second, Miss Lekhi, Miss Lekhi, please. There was a build-up. There was a build-up to this election, and I say that black money was one of the top 3 or 4 issues in this election. Corruption was a big issue. Leadership issues were a big issue. Bringing back black money was perhaps one of the three big issues of the general election of April 2014. Please don't deny that now. And in the run-up to that,
we are delivering on our promises.
and in the run-up, your promise was that you will name all 800 people. I'm not getting into technicalities of why you can't. I'm simply asking you, why did you tell the people that you would? Why did you tell the people that you would?
At what stage we have to
Why did you tell the people that you would?
What stage we have to reveal
Miss
the
Lekhi,
names?
why did you tell the people that you would do something you now say you can't do? Why did you tell the people? Why did you raise expectations?
No, we will reveal the names, but we have to investigate the names because we are serious about bringing the money back and we are serious about prosecuting the people.
Miss Lekhi, you realize that
this is the classic argument you've given, which the Congress has given few months back. Meenakshi, you should know that.
And more names are to follow.
Ravi Shankar Prasad, you yourself.
That's what I'm saying. You are giving the same argument that the Congress had given few months back. What's the difference between your government and the Congress government?
Would you have said this 6 months back?
Did Congress prosecute a single person?
No.
Did Congress prosecute a single person?
Is your government prosecuting anybody? I had given three names. Your government, you're not aware of.
Absolutely. We are prosecuting
No, you're not aware
people.
of these.
We are
You're not aware of these
people.
three gentlemen.
That is why
the
delay.
Statement are lying with income tax. You're not aware of that. How can you say that your government is truthful about the prosecution?
We are prosecuting people, and not just these three people. There could be 300 people.
No, it can't be an infinite
Come on,
list.
you have given the same argument.
No, of course it can't be infinite, but you
Kiran
want
Bedi,
things to be
same
done
argument,
in
don't
2
worry.
months, 3 months, 4 months.
Miss Kiran
It is
Bedi.
not the same argument.
Miss
Yeah, of
Kiran
course same
Bedi,
argument.
Miss Kiran Bedi, let me take you back to the time when you and
How much time,
Ashutosh.
according to you, should take
Mi-
800 accounts to be investigated with no detail of the account? How much time, according to you, is enough? If you are
You
going
can-
to
you- what's
determine
wrong
that
with
all
revealing
the
the accounts?
legality, all the criminal justice system
No,
is to be
Meenakshi,
kept aside
Meenakshi,
and
can you
only
answer my
800
question?
Kiran Bedi,
let me ask you a
that too,
question.
getting documents from
Let me
outside
ask
the
you
country.
questions.
How much
Let me
time,
ask you a
according to you,
question.
is enough?
No. You can. Your government can reveal that these many people have the accounts in the foreign banks. There's nothing wrong in that. Just because naming some account, that does not mean that you are insinuating they are indulging into illegal activity.
There is a
but you can reveal those numbers and those accounts.
No, Miss Lekhi, you see, when you
Why
make.
can't you reveal that?
I agree with you to an extent, but there is an implication right now, since these names have come from
Lekhi.
sources outside the government, and
Outside
we
the
will
government?
be again getting
What did you
caught
think?
in the
No,
trap
1 second.
by
Where do you?
other countries
No,
not
what did you
cooperating
think?
with
No,
us
Miss
in
Lekhi, 1 second. You are saying,
Some
Miss
journalists
Lekhi,
have
just a
certain
minute. You are saying
history,
this information has come
after
from
we have
sources.
investigated
1 minute, 1 minute.
these
You are
things,
saying this information has come from sources. A minute. Miss Lekhi, 1 minute.
Don't forget you are a government now.
Miss Lekhi, you are now saying that the information has come from sources outside the government. Who do you think
We
was
are a
getting the
government,
information
sir,
so far?
and that is
No,
why
where do you think the information was coming from earlier?
of revealing the right names
No,
at the
where do
right
you- where do
time
you-
and
Miss-
prosecuting
Miss
those
Lekhi-
people, because we don't want any criminal to escape.
Miss Lekhi, you are now saying, this is the last straw really of your argument, where you're saying these names, and please hear me, that these names are coming from outside the country. So these 800 names that LK Advani, Yashwant Sinha, Meenakshi Lekhi, Nirmala Sitharaman, Rajiv Pratap Rudy, Nitin Gadkari kept referring to. Please tell me who had found those 800 names? The Ludhiana police?
No,
Since you're now
definitely
saying the
not.
names are coming
These were
from
the
foreign
names,
countries,
but they have
till now,
not
who
been
was-
investigated for a long time.
No, so what did you think was
They have
happening
not
till
been
now?
investigated for a long time.
You changed the argument
And the best way to collect evidence about any criminal case is immediately after the event, not after many years.
Oh, so now you're-
in those
oh!
circumstances when a
That's a
particular
dangerous.
case
No,
is
you're saying
not
now you're
investigated for good
Aryaman,
7, 8, 10
you can't say
years,
time
20
bound.
years.
No.
We have to
Meenakshi,
track it back.
are you aware of Ram Jethmalani's statement?
No, with
Meenakshi,
time
are
bound
you aware
argument
of the
does not
letter
hold.
written by Ram Jethmalani?
No, 1 second.
Ram
What's
Jethmalani
Aryaman
happens to
Sundaram
be your
countering?
member of parliament.
Aryaman Sundaram, extending the debate by a few
Why
minutes.
should I get into
Aryaman
why
Sundaram.
should I get into what another lawyer has to say?
My point is simple tonight. My point is simple tonight.
I think he made a wonderful statement today by saying that the Supreme Court will look into
My
the
question
matter.
is simple. No, my
And,
question is simple tonight. Who
Mr. Finance
created the
What's wrong with
hype?
that statement? I think that's a perfect
My question is simple tonight. Who created the hype? Which party created the hype? Why did you create the hype?
Created the hype. We have shown our
Black
intent
Janjan
and
Party.
we are on the job. And something which was
Black
not
Janjan
investigated
Party.
for good 8-10 years.
Aryaman Sundaram,
we are
Kiran Bedi.
investigating it within not even 8 months, but
all I can say is,
Aryaman Sundaram.
all that I can say is that is it the Ms. Lekhi's statement that any investigation started only in the last 100 days, that there was no investigation done earlier by the Congress government? If that is so, please come out and say it. But if you're saying, yes, they had started an investigation and it's taken you another 5 months to continue the investigation and come up with 3 names, I think you, madam, are a lawyer yourself. And you should know then that you should have been aware of this fact when you were making those accusations earlier.
The media may have
allow
got
me to
2-3
finish.
names.
Please allow me to finish, madam. Please allow me to finish. What I am really concerned about is a very serious attempt being made to find out about those people on the list where it's not only a case of not declaring money, but is a case that money has come from corruption, that the money has come through money laundering, which is very, very dangerous money. Is there a special attempt being made to ferret that information out first to do that? Why is it that 3 names are being released after all this investigation? Why is the investigation not pointed at far more significant persons?
I think key point there. But Kiran Bedi.
No, it is pointed out. It is pointed out at those very people.
When? Where?
And it is because you are dealing with that level of criminality.
Oh.
It is going to take a slightly more time and a little longer in revealing those names because the nature of evidence itself is hard to
Meenakshi Lekhi,
get.
are you saying big shots need more time and small fry can be named immediately? Is that your logic?
They have better. They have more masking ability. And because you are unmasking, there are multiple ways of masking the accounts.
Kiran
and that
Bedi,
is precisely what has happened.
Kiran Bedi, you have been quoted as saying that the people need to be charge sheeted before their names are revealed. Simple question. This is not the position you took when you were with India Against Corruption. Why did you not give the UPA government that benefit of doubt that you're willing to give the BJP government now?
That is correct.
All I'm of the current view is that when the hype is so high and people do not have infinite patience, people seem to be running out of patience. Why not summon all possible Indian Revenue Service officers to investigate on a priority basis?
You need to do that.
Why not summon all?
You think we're short of officers?
We need to do that.
You think we're short of officers? That's why we can't investigate.
We need to summon officers.
You think we're short of officers?
We need to summon officers of the Indian Revenue Service and the...
You think we're short of officers?
And then put them all together. I think that kind of...
Okay, last question to the Congress. Last question on the debate.
Infrastructure.
Last question on the debate. If a Congress politician is named, Mr. Salman Soz, which of your top Congress leaders will resign? If a Congress politician is named, will the Congress president resign? If a Congress politician is named, will your Congress vice president resign? Because that's a big if. It's being speculated. If there is such a name, who will resign?
Who will
resign?
Let me respond.
Or will you say Salman Soz will resign?
Let me respond. Will the Prime Minister resign if a BJP member is found to have black money? Let Ms. Meenakshi Lekhi answer that question, and you should direct that question to Ms. Meenakshi Lekhi.
Somehow I feel that both of you are just playing
we should go after everybody, no matter what political party they belong to.
You're playing passing the parcel. You're playing passing the parcel.
No. I'm just saying that they have to respond to the people of India. No. We are basically pointing at a very simple fact. They have promised the people of India black money. They should deliver on it. And by the way, Ms. Kiran Bedi and Anna Hazare should help the people of India right now.
Let the viewers decide. Is one side passing the parcel to the other? Is the other side looking defensive? Or are both really looking too similar to each other tonight? And will the people of this country be disappointed when that happens? I thank you all. I thank you all for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight.